What if death wasn't the end? What if, after someone dies, death itself starts hunting your family? And the only way to stop it is through a terrifying ritual, one so disturbing, it forces a person to be buried alive. Today's story is inspired by a chilling horror film called ALMARHUM, 2025. A story that dives deep into fear, mystery, and a ritual so dark, it should have never been performed. In this film, we witness a horrifying and mysterious ceremony known as the Tapa ritual. It's said, if this ritual isn't done the right way, death doesn't just visit once, comes back, again and again, taking each family member, one by one. And in this story, that nightmare is about to begin. So, without wasting a single second, let's dive straight into this terrifying story. The film opens with a deeply disturbing and mysterious ritual, the kind that instantly makes your skin crawl. We see a boy and a girl being buried alive in the ground. Their entire bodies are trapped beneath the soil, motionless, helpless, suffocating. Only their heads remain above the surface. They're alive. They can feel everything. But they can't move. They can't escape. The air feels heavy, almost cursed. There's something deeply wrong about this place. Standing nearby is a woman. She's the one performing this ritual. Her face is calm, but not peaceful. There's a strange intensity in her eyes, like she knows something no one else does. Something dark. Something forbidden. And just when we're about to understand what the hell is actually going on here, the scene suddenly cuts. No explanation. No answers. Just silence and confusion. Then the story takes us 6 days earlier. Now everything feels completely different. We're in a quiet, peaceful village, the kind of place where nothing ever seems to go wrong. But sometimes, the calmest places hide the darkest secrets. Here we meet a powerful and incredibly wealthy man, Mr. Mole. A man respected by everyone, but truly known by no one. He owns vast stretches of farmland, land so fertile it almost feels unnatural. His crops grow faster, healthier, stronger than anyone else's in the entire village. People often ask him, "What's your secret? How is your land so perfect?" But Mr. Mole never answers. He just smiles and walks away, as if the truth is something no one is ready to hear. Mr. Mole also has a brother. Unlike him, Sino is simple, grounded. He works in the fields every single day, helping his brother manage the land. He trusts Mr. Mole completely. But what he doesn't realize is, sometimes, the people we trust the most are hiding the darkest truths. And whatever secret lies beneath that soil is not just feeding the crops. It's feeding something else. Something far more terrifying. After this, we see Mr. Mole finally returning home, tired but lost in thought. As soon as he arrives, he calls his youngest son Yanda and sits down to talk with him. There's a seriousness in his voice, the kind only a father carries when he's worried about his child's future. He gently tells Yanda, "You need to focus on your studies. Start thinking about your future. What college you want to go to, what kind of life you want to build." But Yanda wasn't listening with the same heart. His dreams were completely different. He had no interest in books, no passion for degrees or big city life. All he wanted was to stay right here in the village, just like his father, to take care of the land, the farms, and live a simple, grounded life. But for Mr. Mole, that wasn't enough. He dreamed of something bigger for his son. He wanted Yanda to become a powerful commander, someone respected, someone who rises above everything. And in this quiet tension between father and son, we're introduced to someone else. A girl named Ajni. Ajni was actually Mr. Mole's niece, his brother's daughter. But in this house, she was more than just family. She handled almost everything. From managing household work to supporting the family in every possible way. She carried responsibilities far beyond her age, silently, without ever complaining. Now if we look at Mr. Mole's family, he had 3 children, Yanda the youngest, then his daughter Nuri, and the eldest son, who had already achieved success in life and was now a doctor. Nuri, on the other hand, had also completed her studies, and the very next day was her graduation. A big day, the beginning of her journey toward becoming an engineer. Everything seemed normal, almost perfect, but sometimes, the scariest stories begin in the most ordinary moments. Later that night, Mr. Mool walks over to his wife, Taboo, and shares his concerns about Yanda. He tells her he has so many opportunities in life, but he still wants to stay back and take care of farms. Taboo listens quietly, her face calm, her voice even calmer. She softly replies, "You shouldn't force him, let him choose what his heart truly wants." For a moment, everything feels peaceful. Just a normal conversation between two parents. But then something changes. Mr. Mool takes a sip of his coffee, and suddenly his body reacts. His expression shifts. Something is wrong. Very wrong. His breathing becomes unstable. His body starts trembling, like something inside him is breaking apart. Taboo panics. She rushes toward him, trying to hold him, trying to understand what's happening, but nothing makes sense. And just like that, the night ends with fear. The scene shifts to the next day, Tuesday. Now this wasn't just any ordinary day. There was something deeply unsettling about Tuesdays. An old belief, a dark superstition. Something we'll uncover very soon. But before that, Mr. Mool walks into the bathroom to take a shower. He turns on the water, unaware of what's about to happen. Suddenly, his condition worsens again. At the same time, a short circuit sparks somewhere in the house. Water spreads across the bathroom floor, and silently, electricity begins flowing through it. But Mr. Mool doesn't know. He has no idea that death is waiting just beneath his feet. The moment he steps into that water, a powerful surge of current shoots through his entire body. And in a single horrifying second, everything ends. No scream, no warning, just silence. Mr. Mool is gone. This tragedy didn't just take a life. It shattered an entire family from the inside. What was once a home filled with laughter, warmth, and love was now drowning in silence, grief, and something far more terrifying. Soon after, we meet Nuri. The moment she hears about her father's death, she rushes back home, her heart racing with fear and disbelief. But what she walks into is not just grief. Something darker. Something unnatural. Because there's a chilling detail no one can ignore. Mr. Mool didn't just die. He died on a Tuesday. And in this village, that's not just bad luck. It's a curse. According to local beliefs, anyone who dies on a Tuesday doesn't leave this world alone. They take someone with them. Someone close. Someone from their own family. The moment this truth sinks in, the air inside the house turns heavy. Unbearably heavy. Nuri breaks down, crying uncontrollably, completely shattered by her father's death. On the other side, Yanda stands frozen, still trying to process the shock. But the one who suffers the most is their mother, Taboo. She has lost her husband, her life partner, and with him a part of her soul. Every corner of the house feels different now. Empty, cold, haunted, and none of them realize this death is just the beginning of something far more horrifying. Soon the village head arrives. His presence alone feels unsettling. He gathers the family and reveals something disturbing. He tells them this wasn't a normal death, and because Mool died on a Tuesday, the family must perform a special ritual. A ritual known as Tapa Pandam. A ritual meant to protect the living from the dead. He explains that during this ritual, the family must walk a specific path, while breaking plates along the way. Each shattered plate is believed to weaken the evil attached to the soul. But then he drops the real horror. If this ritual is not completed within 5 days, the dead will return. And this time, he won't leave without taking the rest of you with him. That moment, the atmosphere shifts completely. Fear spreads like poison. But not everyone believes it. Sisa loses his temper. Angry and frustrated, he snaps, "I don't believe in any of this nonsense." His father has just died, and to him this all sounds like blind superstition. Without another word, he storms off. The truth is, Sisa and his siblings are educated. They don't believe in ghosts, curses, or rituals. At least, not yet. Soon it's time for Mool's funeral. The family gathers and heads toward the graveyard. This is where the ritual must be performed. But Taboo is in no condition. She's completely broken, barely able to stand. So Sisa stays by her side, trying to hold her together. Which means, only Nuri and Yanda perform the ritual. Step by step, they walk the path, smashing plates along the way. The sharp sound of breaking ceramic echoes through the silence. Like something is listening, watching, following them. And it doesn't stop there. As part of the ritual, they scatter blood and drop coins along the path, each act more disturbing than the last. Finally, Mool is buried, but instead of peace, something feels wrong. Because Taboo's condition keeps getting worse. She loved her husband deeply, and his death has left a wound that refuses to heal. Or maybe it's not just grief anymore. Maybe something has already started to come back. That night, the house felt different. A prayer gathering was held for the first time after everything that had happened. Everyone sat together in silence, reciting verses from the Holy Quran, their voices low, heavy, almost trembling. The air itself felt uneasy. And then, something strange happened. Taboo suddenly froze. She heard a voice she knew, a voice she could never forget. It was her husband. Soft, distant, almost like it was calling her from somewhere far beyond. For a moment she couldn't breathe. Was it really him? Or something pretending to be him? But Taboo didn't stop to think. With tears streaming down her face, she slowly started walking toward that voice, like she was being pulled by something invisible. "Take me with you," she cried. "I can't live without you." Her voice broke in pain. Just then Nuri her. She came running, terrified, and grabbed Taboo before she could go any further. Holding her tightly, she brought her back inside, back to her room. Their mother was asleep. Everything seemed normal again. Too normal. And then crash. A photo frame suddenly fell to the ground, on its own. Nuri flinched. Her hands shook as she picked it up and placed it back where it belonged. Trying to calm herself, she turned to leave. But before she could take another step, a loud noise came from the bathroom. Something had fallen. Her heartbeat spiked. Slowly, hesitantly, she walked toward the bathroom door. She pushed it open. Nothing. No one. Just silence. The kind of silence that feels wrong. Later, still shaken, Nuri talks to her brother Yanda. "I don't feel right about Mom," she says. "I think we should have completed that ritual." Her voice carries fear and regret. As they walk, discussing what to do next, they run into Ajni. And surprisingly, Ajni agrees. Maybe this is happening because we didn't finish the ritual. But before they could go deeper into it, Sisa shows up. He overhears everything and instantly gets angry. "This is nonsense," he snaps. "There's no such thing as cursed days or bad Tuesdays. Stop believing this garbage." But Nuri and Yanda, they weren't convinced. Not anymore. Sisa storms off in frustration. And as Nuri stands there, she suddenly feels it. Like someone is watching her. She slowly turns. In the distance, hidden in the darkness, she sees a figure, wrapped in a burial shroud, standing still, watching. He asked me, that wasn't just a shadow. That was Pokong, a restless soul, trapped between worlds. The next morning, things get even worse. Nuri wakes up and realizes her mother is missing. Panic kicks in instantly. She searches the entire house, calling out for her, but there's no answer. Together, Nuri and Ajni rush outside, desperately looking around, and then they see her. Taboo, lying on the road, unconscious. For a second, everything stops. They immediately call the others and somehow manage to bring her back home just in time. But something isn't right. Not anymore. At that moment, one of Sisa's friends passes by and notices the chaos. After hearing what happened, he quietly says, "I think all of this is connected to your father's death." Those words hit hard. A silence follows. Heavy, suffocating. Later, Nuri and Ajni help Taboo back into her room. She looks weak, distant, almost like she's already slipping away. And then suddenly she says something that chills everyone to the core. "I'm going to die soon." She says it again, this time even more terrifying. "And this time I'm taking Nuri with me." The moment Nuri hears that, her heart drops. Fear crawls through her veins. She doesn't even wait, she runs and tells her brothers everything. Every word. Every detail. He doesn't believe a single thing. According to him, their mother isn't possessed. She's just depressed. He brushes it off like it's nothing. Like all of this is just in their heads. But think about it. What kind of depression makes a mother say she wants to take her own daughter with her to death? And what about the things she's been seeing? Wrapped figures, like bodies in white shrouds. Whispers in the dark. Voices with no source. No, this doesn't feel normal, this doesn't feel like depression. But Caesar refuses to listen. To him it's all superstition. Illusions, fear, nothing more. He doesn't believe in anything supernatural. Not even a little. But what he doesn't know is, very soon, something is about to happen to this family. Something that will shatter everything he believes in. But sometimes, leaving rituals unfinished, it isn't just a mistake. It's like opening a door. A door from where fear and death start walking into your home, one by one. The next day, Nuri is sitting quietly beside her mother. The air feels heavy, uncomfortable. Out of nowhere, Taboo begins to speak. She tells Nuri how happy her father was about her graduation, how he had dreams for her, plans for her future, a life he wanted to see her live. But like always, fate had other plans. At that exact moment, Caesar walks in. He casually tells his mother that tonight, he has to leave for another city, work, that's where his life is. And just like that, he disconnects again. Meanwhile, we learn something strange. There's repair work going on the roof of their house. It seems normal. But in horror stories, nothing is ever just normal. Night falls, and everything changes. The silence becomes louder. The darkness feels alive. Taboo is alone in her room. She's praying, trying to find peace, trying to calm the storm inside her. And then, something catches her eye. A reflection. For a split second, she freezes. Her breath stops, because in that reflection, he sees it. A figure, standing still, wrapped completely in a white burial shroud. Not moving, just watching. Her heart starts racing. He tries to process what she just saw, but before she can even recover, something else begins. The ceiling fan above her starts shaking, slowly at first, then violently, back and forth, like something invisible is pulling it. Upstairs, the repair work continues. The loose fittings make the fan swing harder and harder, like it's about to break. Taboo panics. She rushes to the switch. She presses it. Once, twice again, but the fan doesn't stop. It keeps spinning faster, uncontrollably, and then crash. The fan breaks loose and comes crashing down. The blades slam straight into her face. And in a single horrifying moment, her face is ripped apart. Everything happens so suddenly, so brutally, that she dies right there on the spot. Just like she had warned before. My end is near. And in a horrifying twist of fate, that prediction comes true. What happened was not just tragic, it was devastating. These children had already lost their father. And now death strikes the same family again. Seeing this second loss, Nuri completely breaks down. She collapses into tears, crying uncontrollably, as if her entire world is falling apart piece by piece. But in the middle of this grief, we see Yanda. He's holding on to something, an address given to him by one of his father's old friends. According to him, this address belongs to a lady who isn't ordinary. She's a tantric, someone who deals with forces beyond human understanding. And maybe, just maybe, she's the only one who can free them from this nightmare. But not everyone agrees. On the other side, a heated argument breaks out between Nuri and Caesar. Nuri firmly believes that all of this is happening because they never completed the ritual. That unfinished ritual is what opened the door to these terrifying events, one after another. But Caesar refuses to believe any of it. To him, this is all just a coincidence, a tragic accident, nothing more. And this difference in belief turns into a fierce argument that only grows louder and more intense. As the night falls deeper, silence takes over the house. That same night, Nuri lies down beside her mother's dead body, too broken to leave her side. But then, in the dead silence of midnight, something happens that will send chills down your spine. Her mother's lifeless body slowly starts to move, and then it suddenly sits upright. Nuri senses something, a strange disturbance in the air. Her heart racing, she slowly turns back to look. But before she can fully react, the body is lying still again, flat, motionless, as if nothing ever happened, but something did. And far away from this room, Caesar is standing outside, smoking a cigarette, trying to calm his restless mind. That's when he hears it. A voice. His mother's voice. Calling out to him. He freezes. Slowly he turns around, and what he sees makes his blood run cold. Standing right in front of him is his mother, but not alive. Her spirit. And as if that wasn't enough, he suddenly notices something else. On the other side, a shadow. His father's presence. The same things he never believed in, the same things he always called nonsense, are now standing right in front of him as reality, because Sisa is a doctor, a man of science, someone who never believed in anything beyond logic and proof. But after witnessing this nightmare, his entire belief system shatters. Terrified, completely shaken, he rushes to his bike and speeds back home. By the time he gets there, he's barely holding himself together. Out of fear, desperation, he quickly takes sleeping pills, just to escape the horror, even if only for a few hours. And now, the story moves to day 4. After Tabu is buried, Yanda finally tells Nuri about the address he received. The man who lives there isn't just anyone. He was once the village head of their hometown, and also a very close friend of Mr. Mool. Yanda looks at Nuri and says, "We have to go there. That place might have the answers we're looking for." But then he makes one thing very clear. Sisa must not know about this, because if he finds out, he will never let them go. On the other side of the house, Sisa was fast asleep, lost in a deep, heavy silence. But suddenly his eyes snap open. At first he doesn't move, but as he hears something, a voice. Soft, familiar, and terrifying. It was his mother's voice. The same voice that no longer belonged to this world. A chill runs down his spine instantly. His body freezes, his breath gets heavier, slower, uneasy. And then the temperature around him drops. Not normal cold, this was different. Felt like something unseen was standing right next to him, watching him. Panicking, Sisa calls out, "Ajni, do you feel that? It's freezing here." But Ajni looks at him confused. Everything felt completely normal to her, no cold, no presence, nothing. Then she casually tells him, "By the way, Yanda and Nuri aren't home." Cut to another scene. Nuri and Yanda had already reached Sherman's house. A lady named Sukma lived there. And Sukma wasn't just anyone. She was the one person who knew something about everything that was happening. Something dark. Something buried. Without wasting time, both of them step inside her house, determined to uncover the truth. Back at home, Sisa grows restless. He gathers everyone and starts asking, "Where are Nuri and Yanda? Why aren't they back yet?" Ajni shrugs and replies, "Maybe they went somewhere with the villagers. I saw Yanda talking to someone earlier." And just like that, she goes back to her work. He can't shake this feeling. Something is wrong. Very wrong. Slowly he walks into his room. There's a strange tension in the air. He starts searching for something. Then he kneels down and looks under his bed, and what he sees stops his heart. A human eye, staring right back at him. It was his mother's eye, lifeless, but watching. For a second he couldn't even breathe. His body jerks back in pure terror. But when he gathers the courage to look again, it's gone. Just like that. Vanished. Now instead, there's something else. A small, tightly wrapped bundle. Dark, unsettling. It didn't look normal. Felt like something connected to black magic. Something cursed. With shaking hands, Sisa clicks a picture and sends it to Nuri. And just then, bang. The window slams open violently. Sisa jumps in fear. His heart racing, he slowly walks toward the window, each step heavier than the last. And the moment he looks outside, his soul nearly leaves his body. There, lying on the ground, was his father's dead body. Motionless. Lifeless. Sisa instantly turns his face away, unable to process what he just saw. But something inside him forces him to look again. And this time his father. I was standing, alive, right there, watching him. Now confusion takes over his fear, because his father was dead. So how was this even possible? Drawn by this terrifying curiosity, Sisa slowly steps outside and starts following him into the darkness. On the other side, Nuri and Yanda were still talking to Sukma, trying to make sense of everything. But suddenly, Nuri's phone rings. Sajni. Her voice is shaking. She tells them, Sisa is gone. Just vanished. The moment Nuri hears this, her heart drops. Yanda freezes. Panic hits them instantly, and without wasting a second they rush back home. Meanwhile, the entire village is now out searching for Sisa. Every corner, every path, every shadow. But it's like he's disappeared into thin air. Now we cut to Sisa. He's wandering deep into the forest, calling out for his father. Because just moments ago he swears he saw him. A glimpse. A shadow. Something familiar. He keeps walking, faster, more desperate. And then, out of nowhere, his mother's spirit appears right in front of him. Not a memory, not a dream, a presence. Cold, silent, terrifying. Sisa's face turns pale. Fear takes over and he runs. He runs as fast as he can, not even looking back. But suddenly, snap. His leg gets caught in a brutal bear trap hidden beneath the ground. The metal jaws slam shut. He screams in agony as the sharp iron tears into his flesh, crushing his leg. At the same time, Nuri and Yanda finally reach the forest, calling out his name, searching for their brother. Back to Sisa. Through unbearable pain, he somehow manages to pry his leg free. But he's badly injured now, bleeding, barely able to stand. Still, he doesn't give up. Dragging himself step by step, he somehow reaches the road. And just then a pickup truck passes by. With the last bit of strength he has, he waves it down. The driver stops. Seeing Sisa's condition, he doesn't ask questions. He just agrees to help. A few moments later, the truck drops him outside a small clinic. Sisa slowly steps inside, but something feels off. It's too quiet, too empty. There's no one there. No doctor. No staff. Nothing. With no other option, he drags himself to a stretcher and lies down. And then, suddenly, the stretcher starts moving on its own. No one is pushing it, or so it seems. Sisa slowly turns his head, trying to see who's behind it. And what he sees freezes his soul. It's not a human. His parents, their spirits, standing there, lifeless, staring straight at him. That moment, Sisa completely breaks. His fear overwhelms him, and he passes out. After some time, his eyes slowly open. But he's no longer in the clinic. He's in a morgue. Cold, dark, silent, surrounded by dead bodies. Sisa's breathing gets heavier. His mind starts racing. How did he even get here? And then, something horrifying begins. The bodies around him start moving. Fingers twitch. Heads turn. One by one, they begin to rise. The dead are waking up. And now they're all slowly walking toward him. Sisa loses control. Terrified beyond words, he runs, desperate to escape. But in his panic, he slips, falls hard. And in that exact moment, a sharp metal object pierces straight into his head. Everything goes silent. And just like that, Sisa dies. On the other side, everyone was still desperately searching for Sisa. Panic was growing. Time was slipping. And then, they finally found a clue. Someone revealed that a pickup driver had dropped Sisa off at a small clinic. The moment they heard this, they rushed there without wasting a second. But what they saw inside felt like walking straight into a nightmare. As there, they found Sisa's dead body. Lifeless. Gone. That moment shattered everything. Nuri and Yanda froze in shock. Because now, every single member of their family is gone. First they lost their parents, and now, their older brother too. You know how they say, after parents, the older sibling becomes your strength, your protector. But no. That last pillar of support is gone. Completely. Days passed, slowly, painfully, until the 5th day arrived. By now, Nuri and Yanda were completely broken. Emotionally drained. Mentally shattered. They couldn't stop thinking, what if Mom and Sisa had performed that ritual? Maybe, just maybe, it could have saved them. But the truth was far more terrifying. That same night, something strange happened again. Nuri suddenly started feeling cold. Not a normal cold. That same unnatural chill. The exact same one her mother felt before she died. The same one Sisa experienced before his end. And in that moment, Nuri realized something horrifying. The ritual, it didn't save anyone. It was never protection. It was a warning. No, it was her turn. And right here, the darkest truth behind that ritual begins to unfold. Trying to make sense of everything, Nuri shows Yanda a picture that Sisa had sent before he died. In that photo, there was something strange. A small, mysterious pouch. At first it didn't make sense, but something about it felt wrong, uneasy, suspicious. Driven by fear and curiosity, Nuri rushes to her room and starts searching. Carefully, nervously, and then her heart almost stops. Because right under her bed, she finds another pouch. Exactly the same. Now panic kicks in. He immediately shows it to Yanda. And seeing it, even he is left completely stunned. Terrified, confused. Because now one question echoes in their minds. What the hell is really happening to us? After that, completely shaken and terrified, the two of them rush straight to Sukma and tell her everything. Sukma listens quietly. But this time, her face changes. Her voice turns heavy, serious, almost fearful. She says something that sends chills down their spine. Someone has cursed your entire family. Not just a curse. A dark ritual, powerful black magic that has unleashed death itself and set it on your trail. Which means only one thing. Death is not coming, it's already following you. From here the story starts to feel like Final Destination. But the truth? It's far more terrifying than that. Those figures, those spirits, the ones they've been seeing, they are not their parents, not even ghosts. They are death itself, taking familiar faces, just to get closer, just to break them mentally, before it strikes. And the most disturbing part? Not a single person was killed directly. No ghost touched them. No spirit attacked them. Yet people kept dying. One by one in horrifying, brutal accidents. Which means this isn't a ghost story. This is death, playing a game. And now the biggest question rises. Who sent death after this family? This is the film's darkest and most mysterious puzzle. Sukma finally reveals, there is only one way to stop this. A ritual. A forbidden one. Tapa Pendam. A ritual so dangerous that once it begins, there's no turning back. Still, they have no choice, so Sukma starts the ritual. She buries Nuri and Yanda halfway into the ground. Only their heads remain above the surface. They can't move. They can't escape. And as the wind grows heavier, Sukma begins chanting ancient words, dark incantations. The air itself starts to feel wrong. Because the rule of this ritual is clear. Whoever sent death, death will return to them. And then, it happens. The biggest secret of the film finally begins to unfold. Death makes its first move. It goes to Sino. Yes. Mr. Mool Wanton's own brother. The real mastermind behind everything. Suddenly, death appears in front of him, in a horrifying form. Before he can even react, acid pours down on him. His body starts burning. Melting, he screams in unbearable pain. And within moments, he dies. Right there helpless. Then we are taken into a flashback. A painful truth comes to light years ago. Sino's wife died in a tragic accident. At that time, Mool Wanton promised to help him. He said he would take care of his daughter Ajni, send her to a good college, and protect his land. But promises can be lies. Slowly, Mool manipulated everything. He transferred all the farming land and plantations into his own name. He turned people against Sino, and even proved him mentally unstable. And Ajni? Instead of education, she was forced to work, taking care of horses. When Sino finally realized the truth, something inside him broke. Not just his heart, his humanity. That's when he chose revenge. Dark, forbidden revenge. He performed black magic, prepared cursed packets, and hid them under each family member's bed. But the most horrifying detail, inside those packets, was soil taken from a graveyard. A ritual so dangerous, so powerful, that escaping it is almost impossible. Now the story snaps back to the present, and this is where things take a terrifying turn. Death is no longer just a shadow, it's now hunting Ajni. She tries to calm the horse and lead it back into the shed, her hands trembling, her breath uneven. But something feels off. The horse suddenly goes wild, completely out of control. It starts dragging her, faster and faster, straight into the dark forest. Ajni screams, trying to break free, but it's too late. Out of nowhere, the horse slams her into a tree. A sharp, jagged branch pierces straight through her body. For a moment, everything goes silent. And just like that, Ajni dies a slow, painful death. With her final breath, the ritual is finally complete. The scene shifts. Now we see Nuri and Yanda standing quietly in front of their family's graves. The air feels heavy, filled with grief and unanswered questions. Yanda softly asks, "Are you going to leave for the city now, to continue your studies?" Nuri pauses, her eyes fixed on the graves. Then she shakes her head. "No, I'm not going anywhere. I'll stay here and help the people of this village." But deep inside, something doesn't feel right. Question begins to haunt Yanda. How did we survive? Was it because they broke the plate during the ritual? Or was it because of Sukma's mysterious ritual? Then comes a chilling mid-credit scene. We see the village head standing alone. This is the same man who was once Suno's close friend. Sukma walks up to him, smiling. He smiles back, but there's something deeply unsettling about it. Something unnatural. And right here, a terrifying possibility begins to form. What if he was the real mastermind behind everything? Think about it. The original owners had incredibly fertile land, valuable land. Maybe he manipulated the rivalry between the two brothers to take it all for himself. What if he was the one who told Suno about the deadly ritual? A ritual designed not to help, but to destroy. So both families would be wiped out, and the land would eventually belong to him. And if you really look at it, his plan almost worked perfectly. Both brothers, dead. Their wives, gone. The entire family, nearly erased. Only 2 children survived. And now, he stands closer than ever to owning everything. At this point, one thing becomes clear. This man is not normal. There's a strong chance he's been controlling something far darker. Maybe even a demon. And with that chilling realization, this mysterious and haunting story comes to an end. But the film leaves us with a powerful message. Greed and the thirst for revenge can blind a person so deeply that they end up destroying themselves. Dark magic, hatred, and betrayal. They never bring victory, only destruction. And if you enjoy dark, mysterious stories based on real events, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Because here, every story will leave you with chills you won't forget.